Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Supercar Sunday, and this Sunday I am really pleased to tell you that last weekend I sold the Audi A1. So because I know how much it means to my wife having loads of cars laid about the place, I had to nip straight out and buy another one. This time I've gone and bought a Kia Sportage. And it's pretty obvious to see straight away what's wrong with this one. You can see it's had a bit of a knock on the front end. Not just the front end on this one though, it's also got a little bit of side damage, and as well as that side damage, it's also had a whack right up the rear end. So it's quite a nice car, this one. It's not got bad interior, it's going to clean up pretty well. It's got reversing camera, sat nav, it's only done 53,000 miles, and there looks to be plenty of room in the back. And all that room in the back's going to come in pretty handy when I order all the new parts and they start to arrive. So I thought I'd have a bit of a look at the job, see what parts I need. I've started ordering a few bits and bobs. I was a bit pissed off about this grille. You see it's just got caught there and a bit of a crack, a scratch. I can repair the scratches and paint the grille again, but that crack, I don't think I better do anything with that. You can see here the bonnet, how it's gone over on the hinges. So that's where it's had a knock from the other side and it's just knocked the bonnet over and it's come over on the hinges. It'd be nice if that bonnet would repair and go again, but I'm not quite sure it will. I mean, looking at it there, a lot of people think there's no way, but you'd be surprised what does repair once you start giving things a bit of a bash about. Anyway, we'll have a look at that in a minute. I've just undone all the fixings that hold the bumper on, and I'm going to whip it off and have a look behind it and just see what damage there is behind the bumper. You know, the damage to the front of this car is actually not that bad. So with that bumper removed and having a look behind, yeah, the front panel's got some damage. The headlight makes it look really bad because that's badly damaged. It's took the washer bottle. The radiator is not bad. It's got a little bit broken off on it that goes to the header tank, but that can be repaired. I've repaired loads of these before. I'll re-sleeve it and fix that. But yeah, it's not bad, this one at all. This car, it's not a bad one. It's not going to take long to repair, I don't think. This there's going to be quite a bit of paint work, I think, but apart from that, everything else, it's going to come pretty quick. So that's where we're at with all that. We've had a look at the car, a quick look behind there. I'm going to get some parts ordered, and then I think I'm going to have a look at this bonnet. So this tool I'm using to pull out the bonnet, it's a slide hammer kit, and I've had this slide hammer since I was about 16 or 17-year-old. I paid about £5 a week for this. I was probably only on about 30 or £40 a week at the time, so it was quite a bit of money to me back then. But over the years, it's certainly made me quite a few quid. So it was well worth every penny. Well, I've given that a bit of a knockabout, and I'm going to leave it for now until I get the new headlight and the new wing. I've got my last customer's job out of the garage, so now I'm able to get the Kia in. I've decided to start giving this tailgate a pull with a slide hammer to see if it'll also come out. So it's quite bad damage on this tailgate. It's had a knock in and it's gone up, so it's created a big out over dent. So it's going to be quite a challenge to repair this. You won't be able to see on screen actually how bad it is, but that dent, it's took quite a bit of it in. It's all in along the back of there, And also that out over dent, it's quite a big out over, and then you've got that crease. It is really quite a mess, that panel. It's that bad that I think if I manage to save this tailgate, I deserve all of you to subscribe to my channel. That's what I think. I think if I can manage to repair this tailgate, you should all subscribe to the channel. And anyway, to my subscribers or that are already watching the channel, what's happened to half of you? I've not heard from some of you for a while. I've got a few newbies commenting in some of the old subscribers, but I've not heard from a few for a while. I don't know if you're all off on holidays or something. I mean, there seem to be plenty of people going on holiday at the moment. I know most of my friends are going on holiday. I'm not going on holiday though. I'm here making videos for you guys to watch. I think a few people have maybe seen their ass over the VWT25. I should really have had that running by now. But to be honest, I've just had so much on, and that needs a bit of thought, that one. It needs a bit of thought. There's a lot of electrical work that's going to need doing to it. I need some bits, there's a few bits I need to do. I'm getting on with there's a mounting from underneath that I had to remove an engine mount, and I've had to cut a piece away of it. And that's going to need alloy welding up, and then I can put the exhaust back on and make an exhaust for it. Fit the exhaust header and make an exhaust for it, rather. Anyway, that's the VWT25. It will be getting a load done to it soon, and it will be getting completed because I need to get rid of it. I need to get it sold, get rid, because that's a space where I could be getting on with something else. I'm just losing so much money by it being sat there. Plus, it's absolutely pissing my wife off looking at it. She's sick of the sight of it. She's going to be in one of these videos anyway, my missus. Juicy Julie. She might be in this one or the next one, see how far we get on. She did say, "Oh no, do I have to be in your video?" And I said, "Yeah, because you'll get me some subscribers." But no, she's going to be in one of these videos anyway. I needed a hand with the radiator. I needed her to hold the radiator and the aircon radiator so I could get the front panel on. So she gave me a bit of a hand with that. It'll either be in this video or next one, but we'll see how far we get on. Just something else I want to talk about while I'm waffling on. It is the last race for the Classic Superbike. If you're new to the channel, you probably won't know unless you've been through the channel, but I do actually own a Suzuki GSXR 750 S-Rad Classic Superbike. I built the bike myself. There's loads of videos on the bike on my channel. And yeah, I've got the second rider racing the bike for me now. Aaron Sadler's raced it for me this season, and he's pretty much won every race. He's absolutely shit hot. He's really keen. He's just a really good rider. I believe the lad's going places. He's really good. But yeah, our last race on that is in September the 13th and 14th, and it's at Oliver's Mount. Just something I wanted to show you now. So I've took that plastic panel off the tailgate and I'm repairing it. It had a crack right through it. And what I'm going to do is I wanted to just show you this, just a bit of plastic welding so you can get these plastic welding hot iron things, whatever you want to call them. You can get them off Amazon. They're not a lot of money really, 20 odd quid. You might be able to get them cheaper, I don't know. But they're great for repairing cracks like this. You can just plastic weld them, sand them up, and then fill them with a bit of plastic filler, and jobs are good 'un. So what I like to do, I like to plastic weld the front, plastic weld the back, and then just put a bit of 2K, like a two-part glue on the back just to strengthen them up. But yeah, you can save quite a few quid by repairing bits and bobs like this. So yeah, I just wanted to show you this anyway. There's probably a lot of people that didn't know that you could repair plastic like this. So yeah, it's just a way to save a bit of money. But yeah. Obviously, though, you'll have to subscribe to the channel to see what it looks like when it's fully repaired. When it's had the filler work done, it's been primed and it's been painted. Along with the rest of the car, of course. So if you want to see what it all looks like when the job's all done, subscribe to the channel now. And here's another bit I've repaired. So this goes on top of the front bumper. I'm just going to finish that off with some plastic filler and then a bit of textured spray. So as you can see, that tailgate is starting to look a lot better than what it was. Considering how badly damaged it was, it's come out a lump. I'm happy with how it's going at the moment. It's going to need a lot more work. It is going to need a lot more work to get it to where I want it to be. But it looks like a few of you could be subscribing to the channel. And this is it before going back over. So yeah, you can see it's come out absolutely loads. Absolutely loads. Well, delivery man's been, and we've got some parts turn up. In fact, delivery man's been and delivery woman's been. Delivery woman has brought me a front panel and delivery man has bought me, well, let's get it unwrapped and see what it is. So I got this unwrapped and I wasn't happy at all. So they sold me this bumper. They said rear bumper complete with PDC sensors. The pictures of the bumper was of a rear bumper complete and it had the lights in it. There was nothing that said in the description the lights were not included. It was a picture of the full rear bumper with the lights in and it was listed as rear bumper complete with PDC sensors. So it's come to me with no lights. They're just going to say to me that it was the rear bumper that was listed and not including the lights, even though it didn't say that the lights were not included. It said rear bumper complete, and to me those lights in that rear bumper make up the rear bumper. It makes the rear bumper complete. Anyway, we all know what kind of person sold me this rear bumper, and you have to be very, very careful of these people that sell these parts from these big yards, because they will rip you off at any opportunity they can. Anyway, I've sent them an email and I've said to them, I want them lights sending next week. I want them sent to me ASAP. You've got next week to send them to me, or I'm coming down with Ronnie Pickering. Right, let's see what's damaged on this front panel. So that's as bent as the person that sold me it. Look at the twist on that. It's twisted. Anyway, I'll fit it and that twist might come out of it when I fit it. We'll just have to see how we get on. If not, he'll be getting a gobful as well. Anyway, I'm going to leave this video here. I'm going to get gone, spend a bit of time with the missus. So next week, I'm going to be stripping the front end of the car down. I'm going to be building it back up with a new front panel. And there she is, the missus, Juicy Julie, giving us a hand with that front panel. So she had to hold the radiator and aircon right out the way while I wangled that new front panel in. It was an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Anyway, all that's to come in the next video, so I'll see you in the next one next weekend. Have an absolute grand week.